Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining Global One Media's exclusive one-on-one interview series with company executives sharing insights into their unique journey. I'm your host, Ashley Berry, and today we're very excited to welcome Joe Ovsenek, President and CEO of P2 Gold. The mineral exploration and development company is focused on advancing precious metals and copper discoveries and acquisitions in the Western United States and British Columbia. They're listed on the TSXV as PGLD and the OTCQB as PGLDF. Joe, welcome to the show.
Good to be here, Ashley. Thank you.
Wonderful. Perhaps you could give us a little overview of P2 Gold, its mission and vision, and the story behind how it all started.
Okay, well, look, when we talk about P2 Gold, what we like to talk about that separates us from a lot of the other companies out there is that, first off, three things. First off, management. We have a very experienced management team, proven track record of success. Our most recent success was taking the Brucejack mine from discovery through to commercial production in under 8 years up in northern British Columbia. And we feel that was quite a feat. Secondly, we feel we have two very good projects at our BAM project in the Golden Triangle and our Gabbs project down in Nevada. And then thirdly, management's well aligned with shareholders. We own over 20% of the company, and we've paid market prices either on the market or through private placement for all our shares.
Wonderful. So you kind of touched on three different projects. Maybe you could walk us through them. What makes those appealing investment opportunities, and what makes them high potential projects?
Well, we've got, as you mentioned earlier, we're a gold copper explorer. Well, the biggest gold mines with the long life gold mines in the world today are really copper mines, and they're copper gold porphyry deposits. Now, so at P2 Gold, our focus is on exploring for these large gold copper porphyry deposits in tier 1 jurisdictions. When we launched P2, this was back in May of 2020. The group of us have worked together for years, and we've worked around the world. And so we feel jurisdiction has become more and more important as we go forward for mining projects. So we focused in on porphyry deposits in tier 1 jurisdictions. And for us, that's British Columbia and Nevada. Our BAM project up in the Golden Triangle in British Columbia, we sit in the heart of the Golden Triangle. We're about 90 kilometers north of the Brucejack mine, which our team built and discovered. And we're just east of a big Galore Creek deposit that's owned by Newmont Gold and Teck, two big corporations. We're just south of another big gold copper porphyry deposit, Shaft Creek. And we're southeast of a further gold copper porphyry deposit owned by Newcrest Mining. So these are big deposits with long life. And billions of pounds of copper, millions of ounces of gold. So where we want to be, we're in an area where we're going to find big deposits. Mm-hmm. Well, our BAM project came to us in 2020, right after we launched P2 Gold, and it had all the telltale signs that something was there and that had maybe been missed by earlier explorers. It had high-grade copper on surface, some high-grade gold on surface, but no one had ever put it together. Last exploration on the property with any intensity was in the 1980s. We came in, did some real, grassroots exploration, and we feel we're sitting on a big gold copper porphyry deposit. We haven't discovered it yet, but all the signs are there that it is, on our property. So that's what excites us about BAM. Now, down at Gabbs in Nevada, at Gabbs, we bought that project in May of 2021. What we liked about it was it already had a resource on surface. So gold, copper, porphyry mineralization on surface, 4 zones of mineralization, all open, room for exploration potential. And also there's the potential for more at depth, which no one had really discovered to date. So we picked that project up, did one drill program, quickly almost increased the resource there by over 50%. And now we're into engineering, because what we want to see is what are the economics of this surface mineralization. Mm-hmm. So we have a preliminary economic assessment underway down at Gabbs. But both projects have potential as big gold copper properties.
Really interesting when you talk about the proximity there in Canada. Really, really interesting. What key milestones are you planning to achieve in 2023 and beyond?
Well, at BAM up in the Golden Triangle, we've done all the groundwork. So as I mentioned, we feel we're on the cusp of that discovery. So we've come in, we went back to grassroots exploration in 2020, drilled a few holes in 21 just to test out our theory, hit gold, hit high-grade copper, came back last year, drilled off a lot of surface mineralization, outlined a small gold resource, roughly 500,000 ounces on surface. But more importantly, what we were looking for was the geology and understanding the rocks and where the source of this mineralization was coming from. We also did a lot of deep penetrating geophysics. We recently got the results of that within the last few months. So we're putting all that data together, the drilling, the mapping, the sampling, the geophysics. So we feel we're sitting right on that cusp of that discovery. We will be in drilling at BAM mid-June. That's the target to get in. We've got drills booked. We'll get in, start drilling. We have our 10 top priority holes for drilling all laid out. Crews are planning to get in there. So that's the excitement. So BAM will be, this is it. 2023 is the year where we really put it on the map.
It really sounds like you have made tremendous strides in just over 2 years, or just under 3 years, I should say. Let's maybe talk a little bit about your risk management approach to maximize the upside potential of all of these projects.
Well, on the risk management side, it's built into everything we do. So from acquiring projects, you take a look at them. Is it going to move the needle? Does this area have the potential to deliver something big? So we start off with that. And as we work our way through and advance a project, we're always testing. Okay, does this still meet what we think it's going to do? In the exploration business, I'm not sure how familiar you are with it, but what is it? 1 in 100 projects really move the dial. And we've made a number of discoveries, our team, over the years at various companies. So we know what we're doing. We know what to look for. So we're constantly stressing the projects to make sure that they are going to deliver. And if they're not, well, then you got to move on. You don't want to be stuck, working year in, year out. We've been in the business a while, and you still see projects that we were familiar with 30 years ago that are still being worked on by guys, and they're just not going forward. So you have to make that decision early, either move on or advance the project. But you always have to deal with things with a sense of urgency so that you're delivering.
Right. I was going to mention the sense of urgency, and you can really tell just in the way you're talking here about your company and your team about the sheer determination here. So let's talk about investors. Why should they be excited about P2 Gold? Any catalysts that they should know about?
I think the big catalyst, first off, as I mentioned earlier, we're on that cusp of that big discovery at BAM. Mm-hmm. So we'll be drilling in June. Results, it depends on the assay labs, but let's just say in August, we expect to get our first results, and they'll continue to come in through the fall. We expect out of this program to come out with a big discovery at BAM, a big gold copper porphyry, at least the initial holes into one. At our Gabbs project down in Nevada, the results of our preliminary economic assessment, we expect those in, say, July, August. And we're expecting those results to show that there's a mine there that can be built. And so that's the first step in moving things forward. So I think both of those are big catalysts for P2. And so we feel over the next 6 months, the complexion of P2 is really going to change.
Fantastic. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Sounds like you're going to have a very busy summer. Joe Ovsenek, President and CEO of P2 Gold, thank you for your time and for sharing these exciting updates. We look forward to sharing more over the summer with our audience.
Thanks, Ashley.